Hello everyone and welcome to my page Messages from Venus. This is the Power of the Oracle reading. I'm going to use 5 decks for this reading. One of them is Lenormand and the other one is and the rest of them are Oracle. This is considered a tarot deck. This is the New Orleans Voodoo deck, but I think it's like its own system, even though it's supposed to have its own Rider-Waite-Smith as well mixed together with it. But I'm going to use it as an oracle. I'm going to use 6 cards from this deck. This is, like I said, the New Orleans Voodoo. I'm going to use 3 cards from the Lenormand. This is the Under the Roses Lenormand. This is how it looks. I am going to use 3 cards from the Fallen Angels Oracle deck. Hi. I'm gonna use 2 cards from this deck is called, oh my goodness, the Guardians of the Universal Power cards, Guardians of Wisdom Universal Power cards. I always forget. So I'm gonna use 2 cards from this deck. And then hi. I'm gonna use the Damien tarot deck. It's not demon, it's called the Damien tarot deck, and I'm going to use the book for it because the divination is inside of the book, and I have not studied the book enough to memorize the cards, the meanings of the cards. So hi. So I'm going to use 3 cards from that. So I'm going to get started with the New Orleans Voodoo tarot deck. I'm going to use 6 cards from this deck to be exact. And I'm going to try to tap into your immediate ancestral realm with this deck. I know you have this deck in your possession, but I'm going to see what's going on with that. So if I stay quiet, it's because I'm trying to focus. Okay, so straight off the bat, I'm going to see if I can, let me see if I position these cards this way so that you can see them better. I just pulled 6 cards only because these are the cards they wanted. I don't know. The messenger, don't kill the messenger. So you have 1 Congo, A21. You have Santeria 5, Ogun. You have Pedro Ongan. You have 5 of Congo. You have Carnival. You have Santeria Oriate. You have Pedro 5, Ogun La Flambeau. You have Santeria, and you also have Pedro 7, which is Arzuli La Flambeau, which is another aspect of Arzuli Frida. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting from this read is that the immediate message that your immediate ancestors, so I pulled these cards for your immediate ancestors, meaning people or information in your Akashic records, in your DNA, in your past lives, who you were in a past life. So first of all, I'm getting that they want you to know that somewhere in your past life, you were either a queen or a princess of some sort, is what I'm getting, or the daughter of a queen, whom possessed a lot of spiritual powers and had a lot to do with the waters of the rivers, like like a river of some sort, maybe the Nile of some sort, and it was I'm sorry, I'm trying to get these messages together because it's a lot of images coming through, but it was some sort of village. I'm not getting an Egyptian ancestry specifically, but it's some sort of tribe near the Nile River or some sort of river in Africa. I'm not getting a name or anything like that, but you were like the princess of that tribe in your past life. That past life of yours has to do with the Gemini constellation, with the energy of Santeria 5 Ogun. I believe it has to do with the Gemini constellation, or maybe you had came through the constellation of Gemini in that life of yours. I don't want to scare people off, or because I don't know who else is watching this video. It is public, even though I'm not giving the person's information. But this tribe was previous to the human existence, or what we perceive to be the human existence now, or the human race now. They were human-like, but not really. They weren't really human. Hence the Aida Wedu. They kind of look like that. So your connections with your ancestors of that tribe, also some sort of reptilian race as well, is what they want you to know. They don't want you to feel alone anymore, because I feel like there's certain aspects of you that feel alone. They don't want you to feel alone because they are always around you and always with you. They want you to understand that they tell me that it's like you kind of like want to know the all, not realizing that you are the all, previous to practicing with the energy of Congo 5 Ogun, Ogun Balin Dio. I think that's how I'm pronouncing it, probably botching it, but the energy of Ogun Balin Dio, it's telling me that they want you to know that you are a healer. You don't need to know the all. They will hold your hand through the entire experience of you being a healer or a witch. They are in front of you. They will heal people through you with your hands. I get the feeling I'm like almost about to cry, because I feel like it's something that you already knew, but you don't really want to dabble into it until you feel totally and completely secure. And they want you to get out of that security. They want you to feel the all in its entirety. And the all is not secure, because everything that is constant is only change. They're also letting me know that you also have the ability to mount the gods, or to mount with yourself with the gods without having to be baptized. So somewhere along the line, I feel like maybe in about 2 or 3 years, you will either visit some sort of tribe that you have some sort of connection to, start doing research within your ancestors within the next like 2-3 years, and you'll have like a spiritual experience where you will be mounted by the gods and not recall a thing. But within that experience, your spirit, or your all, with the energy of Urzuli Le Flambeau, your spirit within, or your spirit within the all, will manifest itself in front of you, and you will see you as the all, in connection to the all. So as of right now, as of what they want, your immediate ancestors want you to do, is to get to know yourself in a way where you are letting go of your security. Let go of the security blanket. Just bye security blanket. No more security. Let go of that, and try to connect yourself with the constellation of Gemini during your meditations, and they will be there, because it's part of that life that you probably didn't know existed and wants to come forward, so that they can heal people through your hands. A lot of tinctures, a lot of oils to be made with your hands, to be sold by your hands, is what they're telling me. And they want you to know that. The constellation of Gemini is key. Also with Pedro Ongan, or Ungan, the drums are very important. I've never read the book for this deck. I'm just getting the information. I don't know. I've never read it. Never studied this deck in its entirety. Read a little bit about it. I mean, a couple of pages, but nothing crazy. I'm just picking up on my own intuition. So Pedro Ongan, during your spiritual meditations, change the music. Nothing soft. Change it to drums. Change it to the frequency of like African traditions. Change that, and those spirits will flow through you. And I feel like maybe this has a connection with what you saw or the vision that you saw. I'm seeing you during a meditation session getting information through your solar plexus via the frequency of their R music, of the drums, and them coming through you, and you being mounted by the gods outside of you via that meditation. I'm not quite sure if that was your vision or if that is exactly what you saw, but that is what I'm seeing at this very moment in time. So music is very important. Music will also change the frequency of your place of living, like your home. They're showing me like the music will expel certain frequencies in your home for good. And even if they try to tap in, it'll be difficult for them to tap into you as opposed to just the walls of you. So the frequency of your house will be changed as well. So let me move along. I am going to do 3 cards, like I said, from... Oh, and they just let me know that... through the energy of Urzuli, which is this card here. Hold on, I just got... There you go. Through the energy of Urzuli, you will also find love. They're telling me. So use Urzuli Frito whenever you're ready to have a connection with a divine partner, which is... I feel like this partner is pretty much ready, getting ready for you as well, and almost ready for you, in the midst of you. And with the energy of Urzuli, you'll connect with this person. And this person will be into the same spirituality as you are, whether he portrays that in the beginning or not. I feel like his African ancestry or his background will be connected with the same background as you. In fact, he was probably from the same tribe as you were, and you guys are both now reincarnated within the same time. Okay? So let me get these cards out, the Demon Tarot, because I feel like these Goetias really like you, but you don't really like them. I'm going to choose 3 cards from this deck. Let's see here. Let me get quiet and here. I'm going to leave these up here, and then I'm going to do the Fallen Angels. Whoa, okay. I'm going to do the 3 cards from the Lenormand. And then I'm going to start off with the Lenormand after I shuffle the Universal Power cards. With the Universal Power cards, I'm going to do 1 card for as above and the other as below. This just came to me. We've never done this before. So as above. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the Lenormand, and let me just move them up. So you have the fox as the Lenormand. The first one, you have the stork, and you have the lilies. And what this is telling me is that, like I mentioned in your previous reading, they want you to be aware of the people that are around you. They want you to be aware of the people that you are associating yourself with. Get them out of your life. Whoever it is that you want to get out of your life, get them out of your life with the energy of the fox and the stork together. Get those energies out of your life and give other people a new beginning. Like, turn around. Like, if the stork was to turn around, he will turn around to the lilies, or the energies of the lilies. And the lilies lets me know that there is a lot of harmony, a lot of good vibes, a lot of good people that want to be next to you, but for whatever reason you're like stuck on those who don't mean well for you. You don't want to be near you. I don't know if it's because you don't want to speak up for yourself, or because you just want to be nice to this person or people, and they're not trying to be nice to you. They don't want to be nice to you. As a matter of fact, they probably don't want you in their lives as well, and that's why they're giving off that negative frequency. So I'm also getting that you should try to do things over as to how you handle with people that are malicious in your life. How do you handle them? Change the way you handle them with the energy of the fox and the stork. And then I'm going to go to, this is the number 62, Florals, Restraint. This is the Fallen Angels Oracle. Then you have Astaroth, Misfortune. And then you have Dandelion, Empathy. And what I feel like these fallen angels are wanting you to know is that, number one, stop being so afraid of them, especially Dandelion. And I feel like Astaroth, this one right here, maybe if you look at the names, you can search them up and see what they're all about. Astaroth, I feel like he looks at you in the middle of the night. I feel like these entities are already around you because there's some sort of frequency of yours they like. Not because they're bad or not because you shouldn't be dabbling with them in any way, shape, or form. They have their own frequency. They have their own way of doing things. And I feel like they will really help you battle people, places, or things or energies that are around you that are not supposed to be there, nor do they want them to be around you. I feel like Azathoth or Astaroth, you see him as a misfortune is how you see him. But I feel like he is on top of your head. I feel like you felt them before, but because you don't know their energies or don't want to get to know their energies, you have pushed them aside or pushed them back, without wanting to deal with him. But you definitely have felt them over your head, and where you felt like you're having like sleep paralysis, but it's just really him and you not knowing how to communicate with him. He is saying that how he wants you to communicate with him, and the images that is coming through via this card is put a bowl or a cup of water, warm, hot water, more cold than hot, next to your bed, next to the left side of your bed, because I feel like that's where that energy is coming from. Leave that cup of water there, and next to the right side of your bed you can put some vodka. I'm not quite sure if you're going to want to do this because this is how they will connect with you, or how you can feed them, because they're already there. And Florize and Astrotarth are telling me that they don't really want to leave your side because they feel like they owe you some sort of protection. It's about protection. I'm getting goosebumps right now. So on the right side of your bed, you can put a cup of vodka in a bowl. Specifically in a bowl. I don't know what it is about them. And in a clear crystal bowl or a clear crystal wine cup. You could put some wine there, and on the other side, you could put some water. That's the message from them. Now I'm going to go off to the Damien Tarot. And this is Marcharias. I'm totally botching this. And it reads, once of an angelic order of dominions is now a Marquis of Hell with 36 military units under his command. He may appear as a wolf with edged wings and a tail of snake. And I just got the image of you being seeing this entity in one of your meditation sessions. Then you have Tornagaskus, no idea, is an Unite god who watches over the fishermen of Greenland. He may appear as a bear or one-armed man, and he speaks with the familiar spirits of a village's shamans. And then you have Ganga Grama, and this one came out to you in reverse. He is may have been loosely based on some Hindu legends, but with much lost or changed in translation. He has, according to Colin de Planzy, 4 arms, and he carries a bowl and fork. And this one came to you in reverse. So now I'm going to read to you the divination in regards to these cards. So Marchosias, oh my goodness, I'm totally botching this, but I'm going to put it next to the screen so that you can see. The divination is: beware of false hopes. Knowing something is impossible and striving for it anyway can take energy that can be used for attainable goals. Interesting, because I do remember saying that in the previous reading. Overall, I do really feel like these Goetias, or these entities that are coming by, these quote-unquote fallen angels or daemons, just want you to be wants you to get to know them, because they want you to be aware of actuality, and as opposed to illusion, as opposed to good all the time. Because what's causing you to have certain imbalances within relationships in your life, or certain blockages, especially in your base chakra, is that you're not exploring the all. You're being cautious, you're being careful, and it's time in your spiritual life that you're not careful anymore. So be realistic in everything that you do. I feel like that came out in your previous reading as well. So Tornagarsuk, oh my goodness, totally botching it. Focus on strength and positive thinking, even when in poor health. So what he wants you to do is focus on prosperity. I'm also getting an image which he is showing me that either in your room or in your living room, your bedroom, or wherever you sleep, in the 4 corners of your room, put some like aventurine, I think that's how you pronounce it, aventurine, or some tourmaline. Put those 2 together in each corner of your house. Of each corner of your room, to attract prosperity, and also to block certain messed up contracts, or contracts that may be coming your way that may be imbalanced or not for your highest good, is what I'm getting from that. Then you have Ganga Grama, which was in reverse. So let's see. I don't think they have a reverse meaning, or maybe, let's see what comes up. So Ganga Grama: beware of excessive pride, bragging or not judging a situation, or knowing all the facts before getting involved. So remember, in your ancestors or your previous higher self came through letting you know that you can't be safe. You don't need to know everything. They are there with you. You don't need to know everything. Okay, I want to read the annotation. It says, Ganga Grama is another Hindu reference that Colin de Planzy used with his own prejudice and fears as a daemon in his dictionary. Colin de Planzy's descriptions of Ganga Grama are so different from any known legend that is unclear whether its source was Ganga, the personification of the sacred river Gangas, or perhaps Gangama, a regional reincarnation of Shakti, the personification of divine feminine creative power. Wow. So this would be, so if you want to connect to if you don't want to connect to him, you can connect to Shakti and try and see what the message is there in one of your meditation sessions. Let's see if they... So let's see. I'm going to read this section here. However, once they agreed, they were suspended in the air by hooks pierced through the skin of their backs, and their cries were drowned out by the roar of the crowd. Although similar rituals did and do exist in many cultures, Colin de Plancy seems to have been created as a cautionary tale against giving consent for infernal rituals. Nat points out that that ill using an unsuspecting female to prove a point of worship is not too far from the Colin de Plancy has done by inventing or twisting the tale of sacred Hindu aspect to further his own beliefs. So what I'm getting from this is, like, again, don't be so much into your, like, the positive aspects of everything. Try to explore the shadow side of things, because they're there to protect you. They're there to create polarity. Polarity is healthy. And I'm going to do the as above before. So the as above represents the energies above a certain line or certain energy in the universe, which would be considered the angelic powers or the angelic realm. And their message to you is ancient Asians, tension. There is a tentative piece that could be shattered at any moment. And again, I feel like this goes with the energies of conversations you might not want to have. So the angelic realm, or that aspect, or the above spirits or entities want you to know that there's going to be a rupture of either friendship or relationship, or a disconnect with people. I really do honestly feel like it's people, and the more you hold out to these conversations, or the more you hold out to letting yourself out of this relationship, the worse it's going to be, because it'll explode into something that's unnecessary. And the energies as below, or the more energies above the earthly realm, below the earthly realm or on the earthly realm, they want you to know, the goddesses want you to know specifically, this is the picture, withdraw. You are lacking a connection with the people you desire. So you're lacking a connection with the fallen angels, so-called daemons. You're lacking a connection with them. Connect with them. It is okay to connect with them. It is okay not to be safe 110% of the time. It is absolutely okay. And I feel like I want to pull another card from this deck in regards to the dream that you had, even though I did tap into it a little bit, or some sort of meditation session. Let's see. And they said, ancient Asians martyred, taking on other people's problems while ignoring yours. And I feel like that is the message that they want you to know from that meditation session. Let go of other people's problems. Take care of yourself. Take care of your base chakra as well, because the base chakra is also a representation of hell. Take care of your base chakra. These entities will continue to exude their energy to you or present themselves to you if your base chakra is not balanced as well. There's another reason why they come through, because that's where they live. That is the portal where they come from, which is the creation itself. So I hope you enjoyed your reading and that I answered all of your questions. Have a fantastic day wherever you are listening to this read. Blessings to everyone. And for those of you that watch this video, I still have 40% off until the end of the week using coupon code Gateway44. All of the information of the cards used in this video will be listed below. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.